myself. My name is Ben Lee. I've been working in this EPM slash reporting industry for many years, since the late 90s. The EPM products have evolved, the platform have evolved, and I first started out working for a little company called Hyperion, and Hyperion later got bought by Oracle. And I've been fortunate enough to follow the Oracle product footprint. And today I'm excited to show you what EPM, what it is and what it can do and how it's going to help your company. Okay. And I'm my partner here, Jesus. I would like to hand it over to him so he can give you a quick introduction, and then before we get started. Okay. Thank you, Jesus.
Hi. Can you guys hear me okay? Sorry, it sounded like it. Yeah, perfect. Again, Jesus Vicente here with Solahar Consulting. I have been in the industry now. This is my 19th year. I've been involved with a lot of various implementations over the years, and pretty versed with the product line, especially the EPM, Oracle EPM product suite. And certainly looking forward to this presentation, and hopefully chatting with many of you at the end of the demonstration and presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jesus. So let's get started. I'm going to quickly go over what is Solahar, and then we go to introduction slide, and then we will pass it over to Jesus to go over the product line and the industry, how EPM can help. And then we'll get back to the Q&A portions, and that's the quick plan for today. All right. Okay, so first, Solahar, like I said, we've been our focus. We team up with GSI, and our focus is primarily on the EPM space. What is EPM? EPM stands for Enterprise Performance Management. So what it does is that it's basically sit on top of your ERP solution. So if you have Oracle, you have SAP, you have NetSuite, PeopleSoft or Microsoft, what have you, Workday, including Workday, EPM is a solution that sits on top of all those transactional systems. So what it does very well is that it allows company to be able to scoop up the data at the summarized level by different fields or different dimensions, and from there you can line it up with your actual and do planning, forecasting, budgeting, and out of that data set you can analyze the data. You can very quickly change the hierarchy and be able to see your result without impacting your transactional system. So in a way, you think of it is that if you think on the top of if you put the pyramid, the very tip of the pyramid, where the data set at the very tip of the pyramid, that's where EPM solutions typically reside. Okay, so when we talk about EPM, we talk about its solution design typically around the office of CFO. The office of CFO that allow you to plan, analyze the data, and then report. And the process will repeat itself over and over again until you have a reasonable reporting solutions. Here is what the EPM solution typically reside in. In the office of CFO operations, we have EPM applications that build for HR, and we have specific application in EPM that build for sales and marketing, as well as IT department. For example, when we do a budget applications, we typically allocate the overall cost of IT based on square footage or based on headcounts or based on different matrix, and allocate those costs, those IT costs to different departments or different expense line. And that's the typical use of the EPM solutions. EPM also allow you for rapid and flexible reporting. And most of the business user lived and breathed in Excel. So EPM leverages your Excel skill set and your Excel capability to be able to allow user to have different type of reporting solutions. As far as EPM, how it works, EPM, like I said earlier, is that EPM sit on top of a transactional system, and we'll have, for example, Oracle EPM will have a solutions that allow you to automate and map your source data, and that source map data allows you to load into a EPM database, and within the EPM database you can change the hierarchy or modify or add hierarchies or add dimensions on top of the data, so that you can do any kind of analysis that your data allow you to have. And then on top of the data and the dimensions, you also have, it will give you the ability to add logic, your business logic, complex allocations, reporting definitions, consolidations, legal consolidation, as well as management consolidations. And from there, then you can produce reports. And the EPM solutions allow you to have structured report, ad hoc reports, and these reports can deliver via email and Excel or web. And these reports can be packaged and published into a batch PDF file, which then be distributed to the user who have access to the system. Okay. So how the EPM solutions typically address a few pain points, a few challenges. So clients that come to us that have pain points, and these are in general the typical pain points that we found in our client base, is that they overgrown the Excel. They have Excel. They prior to purchase EPM, they have a massive macro-driven Excel automated system that involve links, that involve many layers of lookups, and the file size is too big for what they needed to do. In those cases, we will take the Excel model and migrate them or rebuild them or redesign them in the EPM solution. As you know, when you are a publicly traded company or a non-publicly traded company, you do have an annual plan, and an annual plan typically bring in your actual and line up your actual with your budget or your forecast to see your variances. And planning usually done once a year, and then forecast throughout the quarters. And with planning, it's a challenge to trying to do that with multiple users or sometimes multiple users across continents. So that's where EPM solution becomes very important. EPM solutions like Oracle EPM, it's allow you to have a web-enabled components where user from over the world can log into the database and be allowed to input the data and be able to see the result instantaneously. The other pain point that we have, or the challenges with your traditional out-of-the-box Excel solutions, is that you have versioning problem. So with EPM, with an integrated EPM solution, you'll be able to control the version, the reporting versions, and be able to lock and approve the data as they come in, rather than have multiple Excel files in different multiple server versions out there. As part of planning, we typically only have so many days to finish our planning cycle, or in forecast, we only have less than 2 or 3 days to finish a forecast. So be able to have a tool that can gather the data and consolidate the data is really important. That's where the That's where typically the pain point is, that we don't have enough time to be able to turn around our planning and our data and our reporting. The other issues that we have with the traditional Excel based planning is that the Excel file, when they get too big, it crashes. As many of you know, when it crashes, you lose your versions or have to go back to the previous versions. The data consistency when Excel is also a challenge. For example, during the planning cycle, you might need to add new roll-ups in your account dimensions or in your entity or your company to be able to see the different roll-up and doing what if analysis. It's hard to do in your Excel-based system. That's where EPM toolset allow you to just add these roll-ups on the fly and be able to react to the data. And real-time updates is also very important. With an EPM solution, user can log in via the web browser and inputting your data and to see information, to run a report, an ad hoc report, almost instantaneously, and be able to look at that data and be able to make decisions without any type of consolidation or aggregation of all the files. Okay. With EPM solutions, you can actually have multiple what-if scenario. You can do what-if scenario 1. You can take the baseline scenario and copy it to another scenario and then run that what-if scenario easily without having to make data copy from Excel file to an Excel file. With EPM solutions, we can add a driver on top of the what-if scenario and be able to run the sensitivity analysis a lot easier than your traditional Excel-based system. One thing, the final thing that that an EPM solution that can help tremendously today is to be able to audit your data to see who inputting the data and who's making change to the data, and be able to have the ability to lock down the data when everybody finished their planning or their forecasting cycle. And with this data, once it's locked and once it's approved, we can track it. We can then see who need to make the next level of approval. So make it really SOX compliant for a large company. And now I'm going to hand this over to Jesus so that he can go into more the typical product line that we use for our implementation with Oracle EPM.
Thanks, Ben. So hopefully everyone should be able to see my screen just fine. I'm going to focus really on the EPM product line and really what are all the products that make up EPM. They are a number of various products that are available out there. I'm only going to focus on a few and talk about those. What I'm going to focus here is really going to be the core components of budgeting and planning, okay? There are various products out there that are individual products for like on-prem, which is generally Essbase and Hyperion Planning. And then you have your package cloud solutions, which contains a lot of the individual products that are on-prem. Now, the core components that make up planning and budgeting, as you can see on the screen, is Essbase and Hyperion Planning. Essbase really is your engine. It's the number crunching tool, and it allows and facilitates the aggregation. This is where all of your structures, all of your calculations, all of your modeling, and where all of your reports are going to be coming from. Most of the users will connect to Essbase in order to retrieve the data and do their analysis and ad hoc reporting, okay? On the Hyperion Planning side, really that's your front end. That's where users will go in and submit their data, and Hyperion Planning is going to facilitate the collection of that information, then send that information over to Essbase in order to consolidate it, okay? Planning also contains all of your processes. So all of your structures, all of your security, and all of your user objects. So it facilitates the user interaction with the system, so it can guide the users through that process of being able to build their forecast, their budget, and their what-if scenarios. From your Hyperion Planning perspective, you have various different options within the Hyperion Planning tool. You can personalize your solution, your application, to cater to your needs and your industry. You can also utilize some of the pre-built modules that are built within planning, so you can get a head start during the implementation cycle. You also have your cloud solutions within planning and budgeting cloud service. Here you have what's called EPVCS or PVCS. Each one of those was founded upon your on-prem solution. And so what Oracle did here is that they facilitated the user or the client to be able to take advantage of multiple products within one particular environment as opposed to having individual products. Planning and budgeting cloud service really allows the users to take advantage of all of those products together to build upon your budget, your forecasting, and your planning cycles. There's a lot of modules out there that you can take advantage of that are incorporated within the cloud solution, like CapEx, workforce, financials, and projects. Again, these are modules provided from Oracle that you can take advantage of. You have a lot of dashboarding capabilities, a lot of reporting, and your task list allows you to navigate through the process, almost like a form of documentation. Another product that you have available from a cloud solution perspective is FCCS, which is your financial consolidation close service. Here, really, this is intended to manage and help you through your month-end close. Okay, it has the ability to collect and manage journals, intercompany eliminations, okay, dashboarding capabilities, drill through analysis, enhanced reporting web capabilities, and everything that comes along with it. Okay. Other components that are included as part of the product line for budgeting and planning is the calculation manager, which is really all of your logic and code that's associated in order to build your, for example, your labor process, your revenue recognition process, forecasting, budgeting, capital expenditures to track your depreciation and assets. Again, this is the tool that, again, is going to allow you to build upon all of those processes and automate them so that the users, it becomes a push button action for them to generate those results. You also have financial reporting, which is your structured reports, your management reporting packages. Financial reporting really allows you to build all of those books and package those pieces together. Financial reporting is your, contains all of your formatting, all of your traffic lighting, conditional formatting, coloring to indicate and make it presentable to the users. Within that same product suite, you also have SmartView, which is your fully integrated add-in for Microsoft Office. So it allows you to fully integrate within Oracle EPM and allows the users to navigate through the environment, interact with the environment via Excel, allows you to navigate through PowerPoint and also Word. So there's a lot of capability there. There's makes it perfect for, being flexible and enhanced dynamic reporting. Lastly, you also have data management, which is included within the cloud solution that allows you to do data mapping, data transformation, and this is a tool that really facilitates the drill through capabilities. So from the application, you can drill through to data management. And if you need to go further on beyond that for additional detail, allows you to drill through over to your source system, which in this case can be something like JD Edwards. Okay. Now, with regards to the industries where you can utilize EPM, there's really no limit. Again, I spoke briefly about how you can personalize the application for your needs. So it doesn't matter if you're in the hospitality, travel industry, if you're healthcare services, if you're higher education, energy, oil and gas, entertainment, manufacturing. The product can be utilized for any one of these particular industries. It's just going to be, it's really going to come down to the architecture, design, and how you want to take advantage of the capabilities and functionality. Again, you can personalize the tool for yourself, or you can utilize the prepackaged modules that I spoke about earlier. Again, these modules is products, CapEx, workforce, financials, and you can also do strategic modeling, which is more of your 5-year outlook and sitting at a higher level for yourself. The key to using EPM in pretty much an industry really is going to come down to partnering with a partner that's going to have a vast knowledge around the product, good experience around the industry, and most importantly really is being able to implement a good architectural design for you. This way the application can not only sustain itself, but also grow with you as you expand your business, as you expand the usage of the product. Users within the EPM ecosystem really have a lot of capability and they can utilize the product in various different ways. As I mentioned earlier, Oracle EPM has an add-in for Microsoft Office called SmartView, and it is fully integrated with Word, with PowerPoint, and Excel. Excel really allows you to do all of your ad hoc reporting and capabilities within Excel, allows you to do that pivoting and slicing and dicing of the data. In Word, you can link directly into the application reports. You can link specific numbers. That way, you just simply have to refresh. You don't have to do a cut and paste in order to build that Word document and in order to build all of that content. The same goes for PowerPoint. You can create all of your slides, you can create all of your graphs, you can create all of your reporting, and just simply be able to hit refresh and all of your slides update. So the whole concept of copying and pasting from another Excel document virtually disappears. So you're able to interact with the application much more interactive. You're able to gather the information very quickly and build and refresh all of your package reporting or your presentations. Within the products, especially on the cloud, you have a lot of dashboarding capability. So you're able to really get a lot of information out graphically, all on the web. So if you're culturally, if you're doing a lot of graphs, a lot of charts, interactive with those charts, you can utilize the dashboarding capability that's on the web as well. Again, you also have financial reporting. Financial reporting is the studio that allows you to build all of your high quality reports. These are all pre-built reports that allow you to distribute them, email them, package them, schedule them, build all of your books, and make them fully downloadable into, again, any Microsoft product that SmartView integrates with. Okay. Going into your financial reporting, you have the ability to format all of your reports, whether that be fonts, whether that be color, underline, very flexible. You have the ability to not only within those reports, expand those reports to drill down within the hierarchies. You also have the ability to drill through to get to additional detail. You also have the ability to do one version of the truth. So financial reporting allows you to get to that. Okay. Moving on, here's a sample of what a web report could look like. You have the ability here to take advantage of a lot of features and functionality that come with the product. Also allows you to take advantage of a lot of features and capabilities that come within the budgeting and planning tool directly out of Essbase or planning. So you can do a lot of your variance reporting, whether that's month-end, quarterly, annual reporting. As you can see here, this particular report gives you your quarter-to-date and year-to-date functionality. This particular report is what we call a butterfly report, which puts your accounts down the middle and then all of your content off to the side on the left and on the right. Again, you can create various reports. You can make them very interactive. The formats can't change. They can't be changed by the users. They can only be changed by those who own the report. And so this way you can distribute the reports and you're looking at one structure. You're looking at one way of organizing the data so that users don't have to mesh this data together in order to get their results. Again, these reports can be distributed. They can be downloadable, which facilitates quite a bit. Okay. And here is an example of an Excel report. Now, this is a report that's fully integrated with Excel. You can slice and dice. You can reorganize. You can display additional accounts. You can hide accounts. You can expand. You can bold. You can create what's called a template and then use what's called a cascade feature that allows you to run that exact same report for various and multiple cost centers or departments. And it simply creates a tab within that worksheet. So you don't have to copy and paste yourself, or make changes across various different tabs. You create one template, make a change in that one template, and then run all of your cascade reports. Not only do you have all of your Oracle EPM features and capability, but you also have all of your Excel features and functionality that you can work with together or individually to build those particular reports. It's very interactive. Within Excel, you have drill in capability within all of the structures. You have drill out capability, so you can go down and up the hierarchies as need be. All of these reports that you build in Excel can be distributed to users who are not users of the system, so they don't have to have SmartView. You can send the reports and they can view the data. You can download all of the versions that you need from the web. You can download whatever reports are necessary. And again, you have the ability to do a lot of ad hoc reporting and analysis. Also, one of the nice features that you have within SmartView, within Excel, is that you have drill through capability. So when that feature is configured and deployed, you can, for example, you can go to the total revenue line for actuals in July, right-click on that particular total, select drill through, and it takes you to additional detail where it can show you an invoice, it can show you a date, it can show you a description of whatever that transaction was. So that takes us to pretty much the end. Brooke, you can
yeah, great.
With any questions or answers?
Perfect. Thank you so much. Can you guys see my screen okay? Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ben and Jesus, for your great presentation. That was great. I just want to cover a few follow-up items, and then we'll move into our question and answer section. Our webcast today is part of GSI's free ongoing educational webcast series for JD Edwards, NetSuite, Salesforce, and ServiceNow. Our upcoming webcasts are currently listed on the screen, and to get our most up-to-date schedule, go to getgsi.com/JD Edwards webcasts. And also we have JD Edwards Enterprise 9.2 upgrade workshops in Irvine on June 4th and Chicago on June 6th. So make sure to go visit our website at the link shown on the screen to get some more information about that. And we also provide extensive free educational resources for the JD Edwards and NetSuite communities, including our weekly educational webcast series, our monthly newsletter called the GSI Insider, and our online resource center where you can access on-demand webcasts, white papers, as well as on-site and virtual workshops. And if you'd like to sign up for our weekly email reminders for upcoming webcasts or our monthly newsletter, or to create an account, just go out to getgsi.com, go over to resources and events, click on the correct platform, and then you'll be able to, once you click on the resource center, you'll be able to go in and create an account. And we also have erptalk.com, which is a problem-solving collaboration site. So you can go out there and get questions answered, or ask questions, or answer other people's questions as well. All right, so now I see we have a couple of questions already submitted. I just would like to remind everyone that if you'd still like to submit a question, you can do so using the question panel at the bottom of the GoToWebinar console window, located on the right side of your screen. And if you minimized your console earlier, please click the left-facing arrow key to redisplay. All right, perfect. So the first question we have is from Alex, and Alex says, is there a way to automatically extract data from JD Edwards E1 on a monthly basis and load it into EPM for reporting?
Why don't I take that one? Yes, there is capability and automation in order to extract that data, whether you want it monthly or you want it year to date directly into EPM on-prem or PBCS on the cloud.
Okay, great. All right, and our next question is from Valerie, and she says, does the EPM tool work with any other ERP platforms other than Oracle GL, I'm sorry.
I'll go ahead and take that one. And the answer to that is yes, you're not limited to just Oracle. We've had a number of clients out in the market that have connected to other source systems, and when there isn't a direct integration, they have utilized a simple flat file in order to feed PBCS for all of their consolidations and reporting and analysis.
Great. Perfect. Our next question is from Bill, and he said, how long does it take to implement EPM solutions?
Yes, let me take this one. So EPM solutions, we can start, the implementation can be anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to 4 to 6 months. Depends on level of complexity that you want to get into. But you can get started within 4 to 6 weeks from design to the finish of the product.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And our last question of the day is from Mark, and he says, what is the transition from an Excel shop to utilizing EPM?
So for many of our clients that are coming from an Excel environment, there is a lot of times, hesitation to going into a big enterprise caliber solution or cloud implementation. The fact that the product is so well integrated with Excel allows that cultural change to really cycle through its own natural course. So the users can start in Excel, have very little change, and then naturally or progressively go over to the web or the other components that are not Excel driven.
Okay, great. Thank you guys so much. And that appears to be the end of our questions today. So I want to thank Ben and Jesus today for your wonderful presentation and for everybody for your questions. And as a follow-up from today's webcast, we ask that you complete a short 1-minute survey when you exit, and you will be receiving an email with a link to our Resource Center on our website where you can access the recording from today's webcast, as well as a copy of the presentation. And after today's webcast, we will do the drawing for the $25 Amazon gift card, and anyone that attended the entire webcast will be eligible, and we will notify the winner. And if you have any follow-up questions for myself, Ben, or Jesus, you can follow up with, and our contact info is currently on the screen. Well, we all thank you again for attending our presentation, and Ben and Jesus, thank you so much for your great presentation today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
we
you.
hope you have a great weekend.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.